So, first album I ever bought. I started really late, but I was like 16 and I bought The Clash London Calling from FYE.
Rest in peace.
And it was cool. I love that record. Still do.
The first record that I ever bought. It's a tough one. My dad used to bring us to like Tower Records. I don't know if you remember
Mass
that
People.
on someone. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Awesome.
Sunrise Highway every Friday, and me and my brother would always pick out at least one album each. And I think the first one that I physically picked out and like bought myself was probably like Muse's Origin of Symmetry. That's a classic for me.
Big Muse guy.
Oh yeah.
Next question. First show.
First show. Weird story.
Boy.
Very short story. Don't know who the guy is. I know one song in my head. It's this guy, Johnny Maestro. He's just like some guy, you know. My parents took me to like a show, and all my cousins went. And then one day, like, we were coming home from like a holiday family gathering, and he was like walking down our block on Long Island. It was really weird. My dad's like, "Are you Johnny Maestro?" And he was like, "Yep." And then we just went home. Yeah, weird. Look up Johnny Maestro. He has one. He has like one banger.
I remember my first show was actually at Tony Hawk's Boom Boom Hawk Jam.
I went to that.
That was who the hell was it? It was Social Distortion.
Oh god.
That was my first show ever. It was sick.
I started, my dad put me in drum lessons when I was 8, and I think I got my first drum set at like 9, and I played drums exclusively until like 13. I started playing guitar because my dad collects guitars, and yeah.
What do you call it? I think I was 8 years old, and obviously drums. Like I've been playing drums like literally forever. But I used to not want to play drums when I was signing up for for music lessons in school. I originally went with the viola or the violin, and didn't want anything to do with drums. And my dad will even tell you, "Oh, we wouldn't touch the thing, won't touch the sticks or nothing." And I don't know. Just one day, I heard the Beatles like The End, and I just picked up the sticks and started playing to it. Like my dad had a drum set set up in the living room, and I was just like, I can mimic this. And it's like, well, it's all been downhill from there. My first local show, I think, oh my god, it was, so United Skates used to do the Battle of the Bands every year, which was a roller rink that literally like down the block from my house.
Still there too.
Yeah, it's still there. I wish they still did the Battle of the Bands, but they specifically made it like it was only high school bands. So like, oh my god, I remember playing those with my first band, Anticipation, and actually, yeah, no, it was Anticipation. Oh my god, but those were some of my first like local shows.
My favorite local band, definitely Giants at Large.
Yeah,
Absolutely Giants at Large.
no question about it.
Shout out Giants at Large. Good band. Made me want to do a lot of things and inspired me a lot. I'm sure inspired John a lot.
Oh yeah, Matt
Yeah, they rocked.
Matt Lagatuda literally. When I was talking before about like the what you call the Battle of the Bands, like those first local shows, when they played, he was like one of the first people to like hit us up and be like, "Hey, if you want to record, like, you know, we'll take care of you, whatever." But yeah, no, Matt Lagatuda literally just welcomed all of us with like open arms to everything, and he's like he's a big reason why I do the things I do today. To keep it short. Love him a lot. Very good guy.
It is.
And honestly, one of the best songwriters on the island.
So, how do we all meet? First of all, I've known this guy forever, Dan. We went to high school together. We used to skateboard.
Fine.
He used to have beautiful blonde hair.
was
Well, he still does, but it was,
Noodly.
Shoulders.
And then I met John playing shows years and years ago. And we're here now. We've been playing music together for like the past 6 years, pretty much.
I met you guys when I hit up John about playing guitar for this band. I've known Dan for a long time through some mutual friends,
Fine.
and I only knew like of John through some mutual friends as well, and then I only knew you as the AMH bartender.
Shout out AMH. Biggest influences. I'm gonna have to go with the Weaker Thans.
Not what I expected.
Yeah,
I thought you'd say
that's like the.
Pedro.
Yeah, I love Pedro. There's a lot, but I really love the Weaker Thans. So that's my answer. But shout out Pedro the Lion and David Bazan.
I would say either Motion City Soundtrack or Manchester Orchestra. Honestly, like I always see, I've always seen both of them as two of the best songwriters of like our generation. Honestly, so
Yeah, dope.
For me, huge influence on like a lot of the music I make. Incubus, for sure. Just like bass itself is just so much fun. It's very interesting. It's not like stagnant.
Big influences on me, specifically the last like 5 years in playing guitar, are Blake Mills, just because that dude can play anything, but he chooses to play very minimal, tasteful stuff, which I appreciate. And in terms of songwriting, I really like Bon Iver. Great songwriting, really interesting production. I think those are two. All right, Ryan, you have a good story for this one.
First mosh.
First mosh.
I was at this. You might have heard of them. They're pretty heavy. All Time Low. When there was like a push pit, and like I pushed one of my friends, and he went flying. And he like hit his head on the floor, and then like people like helped him up. But yeah, we were moshing, you know, so he just wasn't ready.
I have a good one.
Oh yeah.
I have a really good one. There was a time when Ferndale's was playing a lot of out east backyards. There was one. It was our friend Chris Rubin's birthday. Chris Rubin is a great dude, and he had a honestly really sick backyard show. We played like right after a ska band, I think, which was like pretty out of place. Right after us was Chris Rubin band, and the bassist lit his bass on fire. Then right after Chris Rubin band was right after Chris Rubin band was a dude who was a magician and a sword swallower. In the middle of his set, a SWAT team burst into the backyard and got everybody out of there because apparently someone who wasn't supposed to be there got told to leave and got mad and like called the cops and was like, they have drugs and weapons. And the cops came like full SWAT team, like ready to take down some criminals. And it was just a bunch of hippies just like having a weird backyard show with the magician.
How about we all just go title fight, and then just go to
That
the
would be
next
funny.
thing.
Okay, ready?
Title fight. Come on.
All right, next question. If we could collab with anybody, who would you guys pick?
I would say like either James Taylor or John K. Sampson from the Weaker Thans.
probably Ben Gibbard or Rick Rubin. Just make us instantly famous already, please,
Isn't he
Rick.
your cousin? First CD, Black and Blue by the Backstreet Boys. Thanks, Mom.
I think mine was Britney Spears.
Really?
Yeah.
That's tight.
I think mine was D12, the Eminem group. And I remember my mom returning it because of the language. I got the censored version.
There should be no such thing as guilty pleasure bands. Everyone should be proud of what they love.
That's true.
Honestly, dude, if hairstyles, man, hairstyles rips.
Everyone agrees.
How is that
That's not even a guilty
That
pleasure.
record rules.
There's nothing controversial about that.
I hate all you guys. Can we go practice?
Yeah, let's go practice.
Yeah. Cut! We're so good at this.